Righty-ho, neighbourinos. Here we are looking at the finances screen as we're back for another season with Southampton. Finances, the overall budget's not looking too good. I don't know what has done it because we've still got 44 million in the kitty, but if we have a look here, it just dived half, just dropped off by half, and then it slowly climbed back up to almost 100, and then boom, back down. Back into the negatives, slowly climbing back up. Not sure if this is the ramifications from being in the championship. I'm not too sure. But anyway, without further ado, let's kick on. Let's let you guys know some of the ins and outs, because there has been a few. I'll let you know that there has been a few. Lucas Hadariki has finally left us. He is off. He's now a Blackburn Rovers player. Sold him for 9.75 mil after he only spent 2 seasons with us. Decent bit of profit on a 2 million investment. No add-ons. It was great. Only kept 17 clean sheets for us in 44 games. Not terrible, not great. He got 1 player of the match as he stepped up to the Premier League, but I don't quite think he is the player that he once was. He is getting a bit older, although 34 for a goalkeeper. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, he's off to Blackburn, who are actually in the Premier League, so we'll see him around. And the next reasonably big one was Che Adams. He left us to go to Watford. And 23 mil, not the best sale, I must say. You know, he played for us 81 times. He scored 14 goals. Like, he's never scored more than 6 for us. That was his best season, and that was the championship a couple of seasons ago. He got no goals last season for us in the Premier League, at least. He got 1 assist, so granted he only played 10 games, but he's not up to the mark. He's not cut the mustard. Pretty sure Watford are in the Premier League this season again. Yep, so we'll see him soon. Kurzawa has also left us. 32-year-old left back that we signed. He is off to PAOK in Greece. 4.7 mil. Potential add-on to be 6.25. Not the greatest sale in the world. We did spend 18 million on him, and he only played for us, 22 times. Didn't score us a goal. He did all right. He was decent for us in the championship, and it was a bit of a coup to get him while we were in the championship. But he just couldn't step up and be a consistent, decent enough player that we needed him to be in the Premier League. Which is a bit of a shame because, you know, I'm sure back in the day he was a really, really good player. Back when he was playing for PSG, and well, it's like, you don't play for 107 games for PSG for nothing, you know. So, best of luck to him. Unfortunately, we did have to sign one of our promising youngsters, Lewis Jones. Last season was on loan at Coventry. We sold him to Leeds United for 8 mil. Potential add-ons to be 25, so it's not the worst deal in the world. And then they've loaned him straight back out to Rotherham United. You know, last season he played in the Championship with Coventry. He scored 10 goals, and they've loaned him out to a League One team, even though he's at least Championship quality. You know, he can score in the league. Very strange. He requested to leave. Liverpool came in for him. I was like, nah, reject that. And he's like, nah, mate, I want to go to Liverpool, better team. And I was like, well, why don't you stay here? And he's like, nah, you can't convince me. So I was like, oh, well, off you go then, buddy. You're only 18 years old, but determination, flair, acceleration, agility, we'll miss that. He could have been a really decent player for us. I probably would have slowly started to bleed him into the team this season, perhaps, you know, a couple of cup games and whatnot. He never played a game for Southampton, unfortunately. No. Pena has left us as well. He has gone back to Spain, back to his hometown, this time to Levante in the second division. Oh no, La Liga Santander, not the second division. That's La Liga ABC, I believe, is the second division of. Anyway, yeah. Again, he spent 2 seasons with us. Or he spent 1 season with us actually. This is this season. This doesn't count. 6.25 mil. We sold him for 10. He played 6 games for us. He conceded 18 goals. Like, he was pretty horrific. I used to give him a lot of stick. I mean, maybe once he's back at Spain, maybe he'll do something decent. Who knows? He's still young. He's still got plenty of time left as a goalkeeper. Maybe we'll get him back one day. Lewis Baker, fella's always out injured, eh? So he only got to play 24 times for us, unfortunately. But I have sold him. He's moved on. He's off to Cagliari in Italy. Decent bit of profit on him. We bought him for 9 mil. They bought him for 26.5. You know, he only played 8 games for us. 16 in the Championship. Championship, he did quite a bit. 6 goals, 5 assists. Premier League, didn't do too much. Did score that screamer for us against Arsenal, but that was a cup game. Perennially loaned out. Poor guy. Hopefully he can settle in Italy and he can just go from there. Probably the most disappointing sale of the lot was Mohamed Salisu. Hertha Berlin put in a bid for him. It said that he'd be disappointed if I rejected it, so I was like, oh, I'll have a yarn, see what's the go. Hertha Berlin are in the Champions League. He wanted to go and play Champions League football, so we compromised 60 mil. Fair enough, buddy. You can go. So yeah, he's off to Hertha. He played 1 game for us before he left. But yeah, we'll really miss Salisu. He was a really, really good centre-back for us. 25 years old. He still has a decent enough run. He played 120 games for us. At least he ends it on a nice 0 or a 5. Quite like that, rather than a... Sort of makes it... Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, that's Mohamed Salisu. I do believe I showed you this not too long ago. Zelud Zalad has come back in... Oh, he's actually arrived. He was a youngster assigned from Victoria Plzeň from the Czech Republic. Nice, decent striker. Has a decent enough potential. Hopefully he does something for us. He's a decent young prospect. Like, if he gets the game time... He's loan listed, so we'll see what happens. But if he gets the game time, I'm sure he can probably do something. Stats are really nothing to look at. I mean, his physicals are quite good, but everything else, especially his technicals, definitely he's got a bit of work there. Mentals, they're all right. Not the best, but we'll have to see what Zelud can do for us. Another young player, a Serbian striker. This time, yeah, it looks a little bit more decent. Dribbling 16, finishing 16, like that. Flair 16, 17 agility, 16 pace, 16 acceleration as well. Love to see it. He's 6 foot. He's gone back out on loan. We've brought him in from that team. He was on loan last season. We brought him in for 9 mil. He's gone straight back out on loan to Serbia. And he's playing for FK Partizan. So, very excited to see what happens with him there. Hopefully he can develop, he can come back, and we'll just slot into the team, or perhaps another loan spell, who knows. We'll slowly bleed him in, but welcome to Branislav Markovic. Young goalkeeper that we got as well. Signed him from PSG for just a little bit of compensation. Just a million, just a mil. He's gone straight back out on loan to Northampton Town in the National League. He's only 18 years old, Ferret San. We'll see what becomes of him. He's got really good determination at 16, so I'm hoping he can do something decent. We haven't had too much luck with goalkeepers, so we'll wait and see. He's already played 8 games for Northampton. He's only conceded 3, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, 18 years old. He's still got a long way to go. One of the big ones, I got the man that I wanted, Wayne Halliday. He is a Southampton player, and look at the stats on this machine. 18 stamina, 18 jumping, 16 natural fitness, 17 teamwork. Absolute tank. He's 6'3", he plays in the centre of midfield. We got him for a bargain 40 million. He had a release clause, I believe. It was around like 67 something. I was like, might be a little bit more to pay. But managed to get him from Watford for only 40 mil. So I am stoked. This man is going to be a future captain for us. Future captain. I can see him. His media description is a wonder kid. If he can keep it up, sky is the limit. I'm going to be sending him on a leadership course because that leadership is only a 2, but his teamwork is really good. Hopefully his determination can get up a little bit. But yeah, he's played 4 games for us so far. He's been pretty decent. I'm very happy to have signed him. All right, not too much of an exciting one here. He's our backup keeper. Yes, backup. We do have another keeper as well that we have signed. This is Ivan Nevistic, Croatian, 26-year-old. He's only on loan from Juventus for us. Never really played huge amounts of games. He's played a couple of times here and there for Juve. They signed him a couple of seasons ago for 1.8 mil. Played 2 games. Played 4 games. 2 games last season. He's played 2. Played 4 games in total for Juve. But they've agreed to send him here for the season. And yeah, he looks like a pretty capable backup. Really good aerial reach. Really good jumping reach. Reflexes aren't too bad. He's 6'5" as well. So he's a very big keeper. And yeah, hopefully he is decent in his backup role. Another young goalkeeper. We seem to have signed quite a few of those already. This is another one that'll be straight back out on loan. This is Pedro Pryor, who we have pinched from Real Madrid. Sent him straight back out on loan. He's on loan with Celta Vigo. Great reflexes, great punching, great handling, great concentration, great natural fitness. He's 6 foot. He's only 19 years old, but signed him on a free from Real Madrid after his contract expired there. Same with the fella from PSG. He will be competing for our spot in our first team. Eventually, him and Sen, I think his name is, Ferret Sen. Something along those lines, at least. Pedro Pryor, welcome to Southampton. Although you're not actually in the country at the moment, you're back in Spain. Patrick Kelly, not too sure about this one. Has a decent goal scoring record. 135 games, he scored 63 goals, granted playing for Tobacco Road FC in the South Atlantic Division of the United States, and Real Colorado, which is MLS next frontier division. So, not too sure. I mean, he's 21 years old, he's Irish. I mean, we could do a lot worse. He came in on a free. He's not going to be playing for the first team anytime soon. He's got not that great potential, but he was someone that the, how did I say, not the board of directors, the director of football or the head of youth development, one of the two, I can't remember exactly which one, recommended him, and I was like, I mean, his goal scoring record is pretty decent, but you know, maybe we can make a tidy profit out of him. Maybe he'll learn to become a better player, and maybe he'll be a surprise for us. Who knows? Rhys Munro from Inverness. We've signed him for 3.6 mil. He's gone straight back out on loan to Inverness, whatever you want to call it. So he looks like a pretty decent, promising youngster. Good passing, good technique, good vision, good work rate. Really good physicals as well. They're very even. 6 foot, Scottish. He's going to play in the attacking midfield role. Look forward to seeing him develop and seeing what he can do. Hopefully he becomes a beast for us. Andreas Vazquez. We have him signed up for 5 mil. That's it. We send him back out on loan to Olympia, who we signed him for from Paraguay. So he looks like a decent young fullback. He can play either side. He can play in the centre. It's great. He looks like a very versatile young player. He's got 2 caps already at 19 for the Paraguay international team. And check out that work rate and team rate. Teamwork and work rate, both 18, 17 bravery, 17 balance, 16 jumping, 16 stamina. He looks superb. And he's only 19 years old. So we'll see what becomes of him when he gets back to us. Here is the centre-back that we are replacing Salisu with. German Eduard Lowen. Signing for 17.5 million. Potential add-ons could be 21. And it's from Hertha Berlin as well. So Salisu comes in. Lowen comes out. He looks pretty well-rounded. Apart from a few stats here or there. His corners, crossing and finishing isn't the greatest. But he's a centre-back. So it doesn't need to be that good. Played 106 games for Hertha Berlin. So look forward to seeing how he does. Like, he should be probably one of our better players. We'll see how he adapts to life in the Premier League. Welcome Lowen, though. Young striker Jose Antonio Martinez has signed 26 mil, his release clause from Malaga. He is come in to the team, 19 years old. He's got good first touch. His finishing could be a little bit better. Good technique. He's got good vision. 5'9", 71 kgs. He's not a huge player. He's played a few times for us already, apparently 4. We'll see how he adapts. Like, I'm not expecting anything this year, but he does have the potential to be up there. So, welcome Martinez. Not too many more signings to go. We needed a replacement left back, and we do have one. We got Jay De Silva from Burnley. Signed him for 31.5 mil, which was his relegation release clause for Burnley. Really decent player for Burnley. Has been ever present for them. Even when they were in the Championship, they signed him for 25.5 mil plus a player exchange. Don't know who that player was. But ever since he signed for Burnley, he's played the majority of games every season. 42, 37, 34. Over 113 games for Burnley, and really good determination at 19. Love to see that. Acceleration, his agility. While he is 26 years old, he got 21 caps for the Welsh national team. He's only 5'4". He's a very, very small man. But that doesn't mean that he's going to be a bad player. You know, he looks like he's probably on our level. We might be able to get better left backs. I don't know. But for the price we paid for him, he should be at the peak of his powers pretty much now. So welcome, Jay. Here we go. Our new number 1, Justin Biglow. Or Biglow. I don't know how you want to say it. Played for Feyenoord for ages. Only other team he has ever played for, and we got him for 37 mil. Cost so far has been 37 mil. It'll be 47.5 with add-ons. Minimum up front, we paid 35. Really look forward to seeing how he goes. He looks like he could be a really good player for us. You know, 16 kicking, 16 positioning. He's very, very well-rounded. 6'2". So he will be competing with Neverstick. I think I'm saying his name right. Not 100% sure. But, yeah. Justin Biglow. 40 caps for the Dutch national team. Don't get that for nothing. And here it is, the last signing and a biggie. Here is Adnan Yenazai. Maybe not in terms of the money spent, because it was only 37.5 million. He spent 1 season in France with PSG. They signed him for 96 mil, so they've lost a huge amount of money selling him to us. But he was transfer listed. We could have done with another winger. As you saw last season, a lot of our players got injured that were wingers. We had to rely on them multiple times. This time, I'm really hoping this is the club for Yenazai. He's got 14 caps for Belgium. He's 29 years old now. He's no longer a child. Should be in the prime of his life. Played 165 games for Sociedad. Got 30 goals. Sorry, he played 10 times for PSG. He didn't score. But he's got really good technique, really good passing, good flair, free kicks, dribbling, corners, agility, vision. He should play well for us. But you never can tell with these. But anyway, that is it. We sold 110 mil worth of players and 156 mil. See, that doesn't count for everything because a few of them counted because they were early on in the window. They sort of, yeah, I don't know why. They sort of counted there. And if you change the date here as well, some of them there. But yeah, that's what we got. 156 million, 110 out. Still not too bad. Obviously, this season, the first season where we came in, a lot of money coming in. Not a huge amount coming out. Spent a bit more than last season for that. And then we've spent a bit more this season as well. But enough of that. Let us go over the Premier League table. As you can see, we are currently in 16th. 5 games played, 4 points, -4 goal difference. It hasn't been an easy run for us. You can see here our friendlies. We've got 11-0 victory. Started off all right. Club Brugge, another 2-1 victory. 2-2 against Bilbao. 2-1 over Lyon. 2-0 against Girona. 3-2 over Le Mans. 3-3 friendly to Bordeaux. 3-0 loss at home away to Manchester City, 2-1 loss to Liverpool, which was quite stupid. We should not have had Koulibaly sent off there. And then another 2-0 loss to Tottenham. Followed that up with a stupid penalty loss against Birmingham City in the Carabao Cup. So we're already gone from that. And then we've got finally got a victory over Aston Villa, 3-1. Lovely to see. And then we followed up with a 1-0 victory over Wolves. Now, not too sure how long this episode is because I've just been talking about transfers. It's already been 20 minutes. And I'm shining like the sun behind me. Not too good at the light side of things just yet, folks. Sorry about that. But you can still see my beautiful face. So that's all that matters. Well, I'm actually going to leave this episode here and I'm going to start filming another one and we're just going to continue on. We're going to play Watford and Blackburn Rovers in the next games. So look forward to seeing that. I've been G-Span. I'm watching the Southampton career mode. We've got a ton of new signings and hopefully we can bleed them in and start a really good push. Now, obviously, we've had a hard run of fixtures. 4 losses in a row. We couldn't kick on until the Aston Villa game. 3 defeats in the Premier League. Defeat in the Carabao Cup. Very disappointing, but it's time to put that behind us. We've got a winnable run of form. Watford, Blackburn, both recently promoted clubs from the Championship. So hopefully we can take it to them. Then you've got Brighton, Bournemouth, 2 teams we should really be beating. Then we've got Manchester United, teams that we have beaten before. You never know your luck. Hopefully we can do something. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.